When we think about pensions, most of us think about money. We think about savings accounts, retirement funds, and investments that will keep us financially secure in the years when we no longer earn a paycheck. But there is another kind of pension that's often overlooked. A pension that doesn't get discussed in boardrooms or financial seminars, but one that determines whether the last chapters of our lives are filled with warmth or with silence. I call this the friendship pension. And today I want to explore how to build one that truly lasts forever. Friendship is not a luxury. It is emotional wealth. It is the currency that keeps us human when everything else has faded. Think about it. Your career may end. Your children may grow up and create their own worlds. Your body may slow down, but the relationships you nurture, those can continue to give back as long as you live. A friendship pension is the emotional equivalent of compounding interest. The little deposits you make into relationships, small acts of kindness, listening without judgment, showing up when it matters. These grow over time and create a safety net you cannot buy with money. But let's be honest. Most of us don't invest in friendships the way we should. We get busy. We postpone calls. We convince ourselves we'll reconnect later. And slowly, without noticing, our emotional accounts begin to run dry. Then one day, we find ourselves lonely, wondering where everyone went. This is what happens when we fail to build a friendship pension. Just like financial neglect leads to bankruptcy, emotional neglect leads to emptiness. The good news is, it's never too late to start building. The first step is intentionality. Friendships don't sustain themselves on autopilot. They need energy, attention, and sincerity. Ask yourself, when was the last time you reached out to a friend without needing anything in return? When was the last time you gave them your full attention, not just distracted minutes between emails or errands? The quality of your friendship pension is determined by these investments. The second step is reciprocity. A strong pension requires both deposits and withdrawals. If you're always taking but never giving, the balance depletes quickly. True friendship is not about keeping score, but about mutual nourishment. The beauty of reciprocity is that it builds trust. Trust is the interest rate of your friendship pension. It multiplies the value of everything you put in. The third step is forgiveness. Over decades, no friendship remains untouched by conflict or disappointment. People will forget, people will hurt, sometimes unintentionally. If you cannot forgive, your pension leaks. Holding grudges is like spending everything you've saved on bitterness. But forgiveness, genuine forgiveness, seals the account and allows it to grow. And finally, the most overlooked aspect, presence. Presence is the ultimate deposit. You don't have to fix, solve, or impress. You just have to be there. In moments of grief, in moments of joy, even in ordinary silence. Loneliness often comes not from the absence of people, but from the absence of presence. A friendship pension built on presence ensures that no matter how much life shifts, you always have someone who understands your heartbeat. Now here's the paradox. You cannot build a friendship pension for the sake of needing one later. Friendships that are treated like transactions eventually collapse. The only way to create something lasting is to give genuinely in the present moment, not because you expect returns, but because connection itself is the return. That sincerity is what ensures longevity. Imagine this. You're in your 80s, sitting on a porch, sipping tea, laughter echoing around you as old friends retell the same stories for the 100th time. That warmth isn't accidental. It's the result of decades of consistent emotional deposits. It is your friendship pension paying out in the most beautiful way possible, through love, companionship, and belonging. So ask yourself today, whose account have you been neglecting? Which old friend deserves a call, a message, a visit? What small deposit can you make today that your future self will thank you for? Because in the end, the wealth that truly lasts is not stored in banks or in stocks. It is stored in hearts. And unlike money, when you give friendship, you never have less. You always create more. A friendship pension that lasts forever is not about having hundreds of acquaintances. It is about having a few souls with whom you've built a bond so strong that time cannot erode it. And that bond is available to you right now if you choose to invest. So tonight, instead of scrolling endlessly, pick up the phone. Write that message. Plan that coffee. Don't wait until retirement to realize the most valuable pension was always within reach. The pension of friendship, built not with money, but with love. If this resonated with you, please subscribe. Let us build a community where we are together,